Curious what the 5 things you should look for at a home inspection are? Well, let me share them with you. Hey everybody, Tim Weigel here with Watson Realty out of Orlando, Florida. And I'm going to tell you the 5 items you should look for at a home inspection. So first up, age of the roof. So in Florida with insurance, roofs getting a little crazy. So if you're getting 15 years or higher, you're going to have some issues with insurance. So that's something you got to figure out a plan to address that. Now, a lot of roofs in Florida can last longer than 15 years. So it doesn't mean you have a bad roof, but there could be some issues there. Most roofs are hitting their end of life around 18 to 22 years. Depending on the type, it could be a little higher, a little lower. Wear and tear from the Florida sun and the Florida weather. You know what I'm talking about with those rain showers. But that's definitely one thing to look at. Second thing to look for is your age of your AC. So you want to make sure that the AC is functioning. The older the AC, that could be a big expense. You're talking $5,000 to $10,000, give or take. So, and AC's like, kind of don't want to approach that 15-year mark because that's really when it's starting to hit the end of life. But something to keep an eye on there too. Type of plumbing. We don't want to see polybutylene piping in your house. If it's copper, that's not bad, but copper at some point will need to be replaced. But those are the things you want to look for. Is really, you don't want poly. And then the type of electrical. Electrical code changed a little bit, so you definitely don't want the stab lock on their Federal Pacific panels, those type of things. They're fire starters. That changed probably early 80s, give or take. Now remember, I'm not an inspector. These are just things I picked up from home inspections. And the other big thing to look out for is settling issues. So you can see stucco cracks, and some of you might think, oh, that's a big foundation issue. Home settling is not a good thing. Stucco crack doesn't mean that. But now if you see a stucco crack, and then you go inside, you see some cracking at the wall on the inside, and then you see part of the house is breaking away, it's kind of like you're buying the Titanic at that point. So you want to be cautious of that. And I've been in several houses in Florida where we've had major issues like that. And I've had them where you felt the wavering of it. And there's even been several that I've walked into that the settling was so off base that I was disoriented from it. So hope this helps you in your future home purchases.